Sorry to keep you waiting tonight. We had a little hum we had to track down. But we got rid of it. Got rid of a lot of bad things this week. These are words by William Morris. Art thou man, art thou made, through the long grass a-going, the short shirt thou bearest, and no beard I see. And the last wind ere moonrise about thee is blowing. Wouldst thou meet with thy maiden, or look'st thou for me? Bright shineth the moon now, I see thy gown longer. Down by the hazels Joan meeteth her land. But hard are thy palms, lass, scarcely were stronger. What scrip than thine hand kiss that maketh me glad? And now as the candles shine on us and over, full shapely thy feet are, but brown on the floor. As the barefooted mowers amidst of the clover, when the goat's note is broken and mid-June is o'er. And will I follow thee till the earth fadeth away? Yes, I will follow thee. Oh, hard are my hand palms, because on the ridges thou carried the reap hook and smote for thy sake. And in the hot noontide I swept off the midges, as thou slept'st neath the linden, or loath to awake. And brown are my feet, because the sun burneth, high up on the downside, amidst of the sheep. And there in the hollow, where from the wind turneth, thou lay'st in my lap, whilst I sung thee to sleep. And will I follow thee till the earth waneth away? Yes, I will follow thee. Oh, friend of the earth, come nigher and nigher. Thou art sweet with the sun's kiss as meads of the May. O'er the rocks of the waste, o'er the water and fire, will I follow thee, love, till earth waneth away. And that song is from a book called The Well at the World's End, which is very likely the first great heroic fantasy novel ever written. And I always like to tell people, if they don't know about William Morris, that it's really possible there might not have been a J.R.R. Tolkien, although I'm sure he would have done something. Or maybe there would have been, but it would have been a little different somehow. It wouldn't have been exactly that medieval kind of thing with all the heroism in it. Or if it were, it would be somehow different, I think. The idea of fellowship especially is something that runs very strong in the works of William Morris. This is a song, sort of a 9th century ghost story called The Hammer and the Cross, and you can find this on my CD, Flaming June. hall. The shield-hung roof tree so tall, and the blackened stones of our breached walls were all that remained. A cloud conquered the sun, all our shadows stolen away. Now our ashes ride the wind. The brambles grew wide on the old trodden way, while the horn blast sounds down the days. Will the cold rain never end, like we trust in a lost friend? Will a song about promises kept ever ring through a hall? Now the oath breaker's song, it's a curse down the years. It's the only song I know. A storm tumbled the pine, though the oak leaves astray, when the long ships beached by the bay.
Thanks for joining us, and if you are watching, just drop us a line so we know you're there. I see some of our regulars, like Michael. Hi, Michael. And Mom, I don't see you there, but I know you're probably watching. Mom. And Lynn. Lynn, thanks for joining us.
Here's a song by Norman Blake.
And Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Ladies.
15 dollars is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. 15 dollars is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. Throwing dice in the railroad yard don't get you too much jack. Working on that section gang will surely bring you back. 15 dollars is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. Hanging out by the railroad track where the shade is cool. I'm gonna watch that straw boss hunt for me. I ain't nobody's fool. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. They're building that train in the Memphis yard. It's the longest I ever saw. I'm gonna ride it down to Fairbanks town in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. Hanging out by the railroad shack where the shade is cool. I'm gonna watch that straw bus come for me. I ain't nobody's fool. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. $15 is my game, 15 is my draw. Randall Collins is my name in the state of Arkansas. Yeah, Randall Collins. If you don't know Norman Blake, you may have seen, there's a, what's the name of that movie that he wrote some of the songs for? Brother, Where Art Thou? Yeah, Brother, Where Art Thou, or something like that. With
It's been a while.
with somebody like George Clooney.
Yeah, something like him.
So this next song is a true song. It's an authentic song. It's real. It's about our lives, I guess, and how we feel about the beauty and the chaos of our lives.
I think I'll have some water too.
This is called, pardon me, The Ties That Blind, with an L. Is you ready? 1, 2, 3. Morning fire is our true love speaking. We're gonna be alright. By the rail, on we sail. In the water our canvas is tattered, still we prevail. On our way, singing today, this is our measure. On our way, sailing, we carry this treasure. This is our measure. Leave behind ties that blind. Harbors lie waiting. I can almost see the faces. What we have lost, we still can find. It can't be much longer the morning fire is our true love's beginning. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. It's Eyes the Blind. Well, we're going to read a celebratory poem in honor of the great change that has come at last to our nation, and in honor of the great hopes that I think we all have, that things are going to get better, and that we are maybe more than halfway through that dark tunnel, looking at the light, and in many cases making our own light as we go along. So I actually read this poem 2 weeks before, but it's just so incredibly apropos that I thought I would read it again. I had originally planned something by Martin Luther King, but still somehow for Biden's victory, this poem seems perfect to me. This is a poem by Alfred Tennyson called "Ring Out Wild Bells." Ring out, wild bells, to the wild sky, the flying cloud, the frosty light. The year is dying in the night. Ring out, wild bells, and let him die. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring happy bells across the snow. The year is going. Let him go. Ring out the false. Ring in the true. Ring out the grief that saps the mind. For those that hear we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause and ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners, purer laws. Ring out the want, the care, the sin, the faithless coldness of the times. Ring out my mournful rhymes, but ring the fuller minstrel in. Ring out false pride, in place in blood, the civic slander and the spite. Ring in the love of truth and right. Ring in the common love of good. Ring out old shapes of foul disease. Ring out the narrowing lust of gold. Ring out the 1,000 wars of old. Ring in the 1,000 years of peace.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, Alfred Tennyson.
Thank you, Tennyson.
Okay, what do we got?
We have
Wait and see.
Wait and see. Yes.
Yeah.
Changing guitars.
I am changing guitars.
Wow, lucky us.
This is another authentic song. Uh-oh.
Well, while he's fiddling around with who knows what down there, getting all tangled up,
I got a nice tangle.
I'll tell you about our CD sale. We do have CDs for sale on our website. Our latest one, Catskill Dogs by Dog Nose. That's our band. We were not able to have a release party because of COVID, but we still have it for sale on our website, along with our other CDs under the Kurt Henry Band. And some of you probably know this already, but in case you don't, what we're doing is anyone who buys a CD, we're matching the price, and we are donating that money to local food pantries. So we'd love it if you could come and buy a CD or two, and we'll mail them out to you, and we'll pass that money on to the food pantries in this area, which is greatly needed at this time. Or if you already have CDs, or if you don't even have a CD player, perhaps you can just decide to donate to a food pantry of your choice. That would be nice too. And like I said before, if you're joining us, drop us a line so we know you're there. And even if we can't respond to you right now, we'll take a look later and try to get back to everybody. Thanks.
Right on the water, right on the wave.
pairs nicely with Ty Zeppelin, don't you think?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I think it's very nice, very well themed, and then River of Stars too.
Yeah.
Hey, we could do a whole set of water songs.
We could.
And then we have freshwater songs. We have saltwater songs. Pretty good.
Dead Mary.
We're still there's Dead Mary. Yeah, Dead Mary is what happens if you play Proud Mary with all minor chords.
But you had it on the Hudson River, set on the Hudson River.
I did, and I
Yes.
sent it to Alan Shartok, and he refused to play it.
But anyway, I forgot to mention our website before when I was talking about CDs. It's dognoseband.com. It's dog KNOWS band.com.
So our next song is an ancient song, really, and it's very possibly one of the first anti-war songs in originally probably Welsh. And then there are lots of different versions of the songs. It was originally called the Twa Corbies, which is two ravens, and it's a pretty disturbing story. And what I think people in the Middle Ages would have found most disturbing about it is the fact that the night is unburied. Unconsecrated, and that is as much as the death of the night in the song. That in itself is, I think that's the full tragedy that they would have seen. Two ravens. This is a new arrangement of it, and this is the first time we're playing this out. It's a new arrangement in a new key, and I hope we play it successfully.
Well, you anyway.
Okay, I have to think how it goes. As I was walking one day alone, I saw two ravens make their moan. I heard one tuna, the other say, oh, where shall we go and dine today, oh? It's there behind your fallen dyke. It's there I've seen a new slain knight, and there's nobody knows he lies there, oh, but his hawk, his hound, and his lady fair, oh. His hawk is to the hunting gone. His hound is fetch the wildfowl home. His lady has taken another mate, oh, so we can have our dinner sweet, oh. You sit upon his horse's back, while I from his head his eyes outtake. We'll have a lock of his golden hair, oh, so we can mend our nest when it is bare, oh. There's nobody there for him to Nobody knows where he has gone, and his white bones, when they are buried, which I know forevermore, which I know forevermore, which I know The Two Ravens.
Yes.
I hope you aren't eating dinner, by the way, while we were playing that. That would be really sad. So here's a song we started doing toward the end of the Womblers, and we by the time we got to the end of that band, we were playing some pretty grim gigs, snowy gigs, grim snowy gigs. But in any case, so we played the song for a little while, and people really loved the song a lot, and I didn't play it for quite a while, and then I picked the song out again. I took a look at the lyrics, and I decided to rewrite them and try to make them closer to the truth of my life when I was playing at that time and what it was like and that sort of thing. So this is a song called "Still in These Bars." And the song goes out in the memory of Buck Dilley. The song goes out in gratitude to Steve Friedman, who I'm sure had a lot to do with any arrangements of the song I played. And the song goes out to all my friends from those days, all the people that made it so much fun to play in that band, because it was really about the audience. Nobody else would have us. It's called "Still in These Bars." 1, 2, 3, 4. It's so hard to take when you can't raise a smile. Wears you down just like miles. We rode along through 7 winters where, through lean times and good, we sang away our cares. And I'm still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. Late at night, we would end up in some dive, talking over the good times until the morning light, laughing over the time we got lost in the snow, and how we picked up the beat, found the way to go. And I'm still in these bars, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. We're still old friends, and I'm still in his arms, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun, and I'm still in his arms, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun, and I'm still in his arms, and I'm still on the run, still singing my songs, and I'm still having my fun. Thank you very much for coming out to the 9 Mile Swamp tonight. It's been our extreme pleasure to play for you.
Yes, it certainly has. Hi, Heather, and bye, Heather. Thanks for checking in. Your kids are beautiful, your children. And we'd like to say good night. Thank you for joining us. Come back again next Thursday and every Thursday. We're so grateful you could make it. Good night, Mom.